Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me go from zero to hero on a Resto Druid in Dragonflight Season 4, of which we only have like 2 weeks left or something. I think the season lasts for longer than that, but the pre-patch is coming soon. I learned that like yesterday, I think, while I was doing some random runs with the peeps from the Discord. So in today's episode, we're going to try and keep going until we hit 2k rating. I think I can get it in the first 2 dungeons I do, because I have 2 dungeons I haven't done at all on Fortified. Hopefully I can do those and actually get the rating that I need, but I think even at doing it at like 5s would give me the rating I need. I think I'm missing like 60 something rating. Although I've been getting surprisingly little rating for doing keys, so I should maybe do them at a higher key level. Besides, I kind of want to start getting aspect crests and stuff like that, and hero gear. Before we do anything though, we're going to go ahead and open up the vault. I'm hoping for the trinket at myth tier because I do have an 8 done. That is the last thing we did last week. Generating loot for restoration. Please give me the trinket. I would very much like the trinket. Damn. It gave me a ring at myth, which is not great because it's crit mastery and I have the 2 awakened rings, so that's kind of useless. Another ring at hero tier, again useless. Nice stats, but useless. And a cloak at hero tier, which mostly useless. It goes up to 522 item level, but I have one that is currently at 515 with the perfect stats, so I don't know. Pips at veteran just doesn't feel worth it, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab aspects token of merit. It feels bad to leave myth pieces behind, but I don't need rings unless I use it to I would need a second ring in order to get free upgrades for my rings without having to spend worm crests. Speaking of worm crests, I did do some runs, so I'm not getting a key here because I've already gotten a 8 Brackenhide. Yes, an 8 Brackenhide. The keys I did were keys that didn't give rating. I just did them for some worm crests. I don't think I have all that many worm crests, to be honest. Oh, I have 62. I should use those for some upgrades. But yeah, just did some just to get something done. I do have 2 splintered sparks of awakening, so I could craft something at 515 item level. I think I would go for the belt. That's a 13 item level upgrade. I would need 60 what are they called? Worm crests to upgrade all the way to 8 out of 8 champion, which would be 515. But I can just craft with 45 and then I have 515 and I'm good. So I think I might just craft that belt real quick and then we'll try to get into one of the 2 keys that we haven't done this week, which is, oh, would you look at that? A Brackenhide. So it's actually super lucky that we have a Brackenhide 8 key. We might actually just get started with that because I've just been doing a lot of Brackenhide lately, okay? I know I did it in the previous episode and the one before that, but that's just how the cookie crumbleth. And then we have Algeth'ar Academy, which we've only done on a 4 on Tyrannical, so getting it on an 8 this week would be sick. That would get me a lot of rating. So I'm thinking if I do the 8 Brackenhide and I do an 8 Algeth'ar, especially if I get an 8 Algeth'ar, oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, I'm thinking I could get some solid rating and finally get over that 2k hump, which would in turn let me get a 3 out of 8 or 3 out of 6 hero piece champion tier piece set item. What? The reward, the awakened mark of mastery. And then I could replace, I don't know, my chest or my shoulder or maybe even my helmet. Maybe the helmet is the best call because the helmet enchant scales with item level. So if I can get a better enchant or a better item level helmet, I can get more out of the incandescent essence. But before I do any of that, I'm just going to quickly craft myself a Sparky Spark over here. Buy the items I need. Oh, I have them favorited. This is good job, lad. That's actually pretty damn smart. I only need 60 because I'm crafting with worm crests. One of these bad boys. How much gold do I have? 12k. Okay, we're starting to run a little bit low, but that's okay. 2 of these bad boys and 15 of these vibrant shards. And I'm probably going to need... What are my stats like? I tried to do cat form, so verse isn't bad. Haste is always good because tick rate. Mastery, I would assume, is good, but I'm super low on crit, so maybe I get crit. So a sort of crit haste. Is that quick blade? Missive of the quick blade. Is that crit haste? No, that's versatility crit. What is fire flash? Crit haste. There we go. That one. Can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, let's buy one of these because that's what we will need to pick the stats. And then I'll track the recipe for whatever belt I'm supposed to make. I think it's lifebound own belt. Once I have that, I'll go and buy the rest of the stats. But before I do any of that, I have to actually craft myself the, what's it called? Worm crest. Yeah, that one. We need to buy that with 45 worm crests. And then we're going to say that we are looking for that. Talk in trade chat. You can't see it from my fat head, but in the chat, I just typed in looking for and linked to the crest so that people whisper me, grabbed the stuff from the mail, and we're going to just wait for somebody to actually offer their services. Okay, this person can make it after the arena, so I'm just going to wait to see if I get another whisper for somebody who could make it sooner. Doesn't look like anybody's going to whisper me, so we're going to copy the character's name, paste it in here, only leave 1 silver because we're greedy like that. The reason I do that is because when crafters craft this, they're trying to get Drakathist back from it with their resourcefulness. They'll even craft this for free just because they have a chance of getting the Drakathist, which they'll then sell for like 1k gold or whatever the price is. You can see the price is dipping because people just don't care. It's almost the end of the expansion, let alone season, so people are just not giving a shit about Drakathist anymore. I didn't actually track the recipe of the belt. I need to track the recipe of the belt. Let me go do that. And I'll also tell this person that I sent them the thingy. Don't need the gloves. What I need is life bound. I don't know, is it belt? Yeah, it's just a belt. Okay, we're gonna track that recipe. We'll favorite it so that we can find it easily when we come back. We need 4 pristine workwind horns. We need 13 earthshine scales. Ooh, that's gonna be pricey, isn't it? Do I actually have the gold to make this? Okay, the horns are super cheap. The earthshine scales are cheaper than they usually are. 13 of them. Okay, I would think I have enough gold for the rest of this. Yeah, I should have enough left over unless somebody charges me like a ridiculous amount of gold. Yeah, I have 8.7k gold. I'm gonna see if I can get it crafted for less than that. Hopefully significantly less, so I don't have to go and like send myself gold. Should have actually traded in these tokens of merit for like what are they called, sockets, because I do have a lariat, so getting a socket on my wrist and my belt that I'm about to craft would be pretty nice. I guess I'll just wait now for mice to craft my thingy, and then I'll try to find someone to craft the belt for me. Yeah, we'll buy 2 Eyes of Awakening. One of them I can already use on my wrist because I already have it crafted. There you go. And the other one I will use on the belt once I have the belt. I'm just gonna skip forward to actually having all the stuff done because this is pointless. That's probably not very interesting. And if you're watching it and you're like, why are you telling me all this? Well, you could have skipped with the chapter to the start of the dungeon. Finally got that crafted. That took a hot minute. That took me like 20 minutes to just craft a stinking little belt because there's nobody playing on the Alliance side of Terran Mel. It's kind of depressing. But we do have a vastly upgraded belt now with crit haste, 515 up from 502. That's big. That's big. Now we gotta quickly transmog because I can't be seen walking around like this, like some kind of hobo. There we go. And I just applied the wrong transmog. Of course I did. Hold on. I make these because of the screenshots that I do for like the thumbnail. So I have one with no right shoulder in case like it's clipping into my face during a screenshot or whatever for thumbnails. But yeah, anyway, we have sockets. Do I have anything to put in those sockets? Yeah, versatility, haste, sure. Let's put that in here as well. I have no more gems. Okay, well, I'm starting to run a little bit low on the gold. 4.6k. I don't do anything to gather gold, and I can send myself gold, and I will when I run out, but I just can't be bothered grabbing any. I have no idea what these gems are called. What are these things called? What's this? Energized Malachite. Yeah, let's... Sure. Energy Mali. There we go. Energy Mali. Sounds like a spell from Harry Potter. Maybe I shouldn't buy 10 of those when I'm nearly broke. I'll just buy like 3. That's plenty. That'll be all I need. Because maybe I can get like a helmet socket. If I get at least like a hero helmet, I'll get a helmet socket. If I get more socket items from the vault. Hopefully I just, get something actually useful from the vault rather than sockets, but Yeah, this little thing, by the way, is part of Narcissus, an add-on that I use to take screenshots, and also it's like got this really nice layout for your UI. Maybe I should get like a belt enchant. Well, I can't get one right now. I'd have to send myself gold, and it's not really, I don't care about I think it's like 111 stamina. I really don't care. It's not going to make that big of a difference. Not right now. Okay, well, we still have 17 worm crests left, so let's go use that probably to upgrade my weapon. We'll see what I can upgrade with it. No, weapon takes aspect crests, but I guess I could use that on the weapon anyway. Or I could use it on my chest or my helmet. I'll use it on my helmet, and I'll use aspect crests on my weapon. There we go. Can't get much better than that. Very good. We are now at 509 item level, which is very, very comfortable for 8s, I would like to say. I would like to think. At least, I mean, I did the Brackenhide 8 on Tyrannical pretty comfortably. But then again, it is Brackenhide, literally the easiest key this season. Speaking of the easiest key this season, we're going to go ahead and do this 8 Brackenhide Hollow because I need to do it for rating. I haven't done it at all on Fortified Week. I know I said it's the easiest key, but a lot of people don't kick anything in Brackenhides, and that tends to lead to people just getting one-tapped by Earth Bolts from the Mystics. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we get a group, not a +5, +8. Hopefully we get a group that actually wants to handle these properly. But yeah, I don't know how much rating I'm going to get from this. I'm probably going to get a good chunk. I don't think I'm going to hit 2k rating from just one dungeon. Either way, we're going to do 2 dungeons this video. I'm recording this pretty late on Thursday. Yeah, so I have a probably very long night ahead of me. This might come out on a Saturday. So if you're watching this on a Saturday, the reason it's a day late is because I just didn't have enough time to edit this because I had a bad day and I couldn't get myself to record. I just wasn't feeling it. And I don't want the vibes in the videos to be off. I don't want to be like just, you know, like energyless and just, you know, sitting there. Oh, look at that 4-stack. Oh, but they have this one guy who's just, yeah, he's just getting boosted. Yeah, these guys are just boosting this guy 100%. This is like a boost squad. Nah, I ain't. I'm good. 530 item level red paladin. People are just trying to get their weekly runs in. What the heck is this stuff? Honestly, hopefully we can make this run pretty quick. I might just actually go for this like triple boost squad. Oh my god. But then I'm getting boosted by them. I don't know. These are tempting. 530 paladin though. What the heck? I bet you whatever you want. He doesn't actually dispel or anything. So far, no other tanks to choose from, so it's either going to be the 530 Paladin squad or the triple boost squad. I don't know, man. Why are my choices always being boosted or having a miserable run? Why are those my 2 choices when I'm forming a group? What the heck? All right, the huge boost squad decided to go for something else, it looks like. So now there's the slightly less huge boost squad. Still no other tanks available. And people are geared to the teeth. Do I take the 513 people or do I just take this? Yeah, you know what? Let's just take these. Whatever. Their rating's not that insanely high. 2.5k rating for 530 item level. I don't even know. I guess they were just grinding gear and less in crests rather than grinding rating, which I can respect, you know, if that's what they want to do. So we have them, and I still need one more DPS, hopefully a Bloodlust. Let's see if we can get that. I'm kind of okay with doing this, honestly, because that'll make the Brackenhide run pretty dang quick, and we can get to the Algeth'ar Academy, which we haven't done in a hot minute. Okay, there's a mage. That's a Bloodlust, a 511 mage. That's the lowest item level. I'm just gonna grab the 511 mage. Yeah, we'll grab the 511 mage because it's just the lowest item level that's applied, and I want to try and balance out the 3, but there's no balancing out a 530 dude joining your group and just demolishing everything. If anything, I'm kind of worried that the tank is not going to be able to hold aggro when the paladin punches the keyboard and just one-shots half the mobs, even on a fortified. Well, that is our group. Yeah, 529 it says here, but I think it's a 530. Whatever. The different add-ons counted up, like added up in different ways, and then you get rounded up and whatnot. But yeah, it looks like a 529, 530 paladin. That's crazy, dude. This guy's probably got the legendary. Yeah, he's got the legendary, of course. And he's got the awakened necklace, awakened rings. Yeah, of course, the augury, boosting up item level even more. It's a dwarf as well, so, you know, that's a cool set. What is that set? Shoulder guards of the indomitable purpose. That is a cool looking set, man. I like that. They have the cleanse toxins talent, of course, and searing light because AoE. We good. Okay, let's see. Let's summon whoever's left. Oh, the big paladin's already in there. Anyway, once we summon, we're gonna get started. And here we go with yet another Brackenhide. Oh, this person also knows the side way. Okay, cool. I can respect the tank that does make use of that. It's a few seconds extra. Okay, we're gonna start actually just hotting up the tank big time here. Okay, and we're gonna iron bark them because they're not using anything. We're gonna hope for the best here. Okay, cool. And it looks like that's all we're pulling. We managed to put our fluorescence up on that. We're going to roar here to prevent these two vicious claw mangles. Okay, mage is using big defensive. That's good. I'm just focusing on healing here because I expect us to have issues with people surviving. Let me dot everything up. Okay, it ended up working out pretty well. The War Scourge is going to Rage Storm, and we're going to immediately soothe that. Very nice. Okay, I'm glad I put Iron Bark on the tank there at the start. It was looking kind of shaky. They didn't really run in with Bark Skin or anything, it seemed like. So that felt a little scary, but we got it. I have a chance to do a little bit of DPS here. I'm going to keep rooting that guy just so he doesn't run into anything. There we go. We rooted him all the way over there. He's got 40 seconds on the root. He's not going to do anything. He's trying to run back and do some damage, but that's it. The other paladin over there is just grabbing the cage. That's very good. Thank you for doing that, paladin. Usually that's like healer job TM, but looking good so far. Okay, we need big heals on the tank again. That's fine. Fortified weeks are pretty rough on... Okay, we're gonna root that. There we go. Never used root this much in my life, I'll tell you that much right now. Iron Bark's coming up soon, but we have survival instincts on the tank. We're gonna knock everything back because I want to keep myself safe. Life Bloom on the tank. We're going to give them Iron Bark now because they're kind of out of things. They do have Rage of the Sleeper, but they're not really using it. I'm going to Shadow Meld just so I can get rid of that something hitting me. I'm not sure what it was. Get these Life Blooms back up. This person's gonna need big heals, Swift Mend, and we're gonna try and send these out. Oh man, this is a little bit rough on the healing department so far, but kicks are looking kind of low for some, you know, for pulls where there's these things to interrupt. Okay, there were a bunch of interrupts there, so we good. Okay, let's try and get some hots up on people that aren't maxed HP. I need to get over there to the tank. I don't know what to give you, my friend. You're just taking a lot of damage. There's Rage of the Sleeper finally coming through. Let's get Life Bloom back up on him. This hot. Do we have Flourish up? No, not yet. My friend the mage is just taking a bunch of damage. The mage is now dead. I don't know. Maybe I should just be like... Spamming regrowths into the mage doesn't seem like a good idea. They might be a little bit too close to the guys, the Vicious Claw Mangle guys. Maybe that's... I don't know. Was I supposed to do something to save the mage there? I don't think I was. Like when they drop that quickly, they are using their defensives though. I can't say that they're not. So I don't know. Need to figure out something for the mage. Maybe I should Life Bloom tank and mage. It's Life Bloom tank and mage. Okay, let's Iron Bark tank. Okay, he used a Trinky Trink. Should use that a little bit sooner. Withering Burst did come through, but the paladins are super tanky. Let's move Life Bloom over to mage. Let's give shield to mage. Let's heal tank a whole bunch. Mage has shield, so I don't have to worry about that. Earth bolts are coming through, but the mage is still nice and safe. Oh man, this a lot of damage. My God. This guy's just getting ignored in the background, and it really doesn't feel great. The Withering Burst took out the mage because nobody's kicking this guy. Can we just do this? Can we actually focus on that guy that's blasting us? That guy. I spam heals, no kicks. Kick the guy spamming you with spells, and you might just live. Yeah, the mage was saying, let me show you. The mage was saying, can I get some kind of heals? Like, I'm spamming heals into you. You got a shield, you got everything. So, like, that's not... I can't heal a one-shot, my guy. All right, I'm gonna spam... I'm gonna do the res. Tank's also doing the res, but I think I got more haste than our tank friend here. Let's head over here. I'm not going to send out stuff just yet. I'm gonna look for an interrupt when there's something targeting the mage or me. Like now, okay, they also use that. I'm gonna use this to knock them further back. Get that Life Boom going on tank, on mage and me. Tank's doing okay now. We didn't have a kick available for that. We had 2 kicks available for that, so I don't know. I have a disease on me. Swift Mend. I forgot about Swift Mend. Honestly, I haven't been using Swift Mend enough. There's just so many healing buttons I could be utilizing that I forget about some of them sometimes. You know, I got the Efflorescence to think about. I got the whatever else to think about. I can't think right now because I'm trying to heal. But yeah, I've got a lot of things I should be using, and it's hard to keep track of all of them. Like there's trees, there's Cenarian Ward, there's Life Bloom to keep up all the time. That's not hard to remember. There's my extra trinket. There's Iron Bark. There's Adaptive Swarm trees I probably already mentioned. There's just so much Convoke that I can use every so often. You know, it's rough. So let's get this heals out. I'm gonna do this and this. Okay, we should be able to survive here. Maybe if we didn't put Hack Claw on top of the healer, that would be great. Then the healer doesn't have to fight for dear life. Damn it, fellas. Yeah. I don't know what that was about, but I didn't enjoy it one bit. There's 3 of them. I think Starfire is a good option here. I could also go Kitty Cat form, Convoke and everything, but we'll see. I need to send out some heals because the Blade Storm's doing work. Let's do some rejuves. There's Earth Bolts coming through. That's fine. I'm just going to put rejuve on everything. Wild Growth into Mage and Tank, and I am CC'd. I really want to flourish right now. I really wanted to flourish just then. Oh, that feels so bad. Let's clear this off the tank. Gashtooth's going to do his Frenzy soon. I don't know. Flourish seems to have been wasted. My apologies. We're going to refresh this on Tank and myself. Or not Tank, Mage and myself. And get these heals back out on the Mage. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. People were very prepped for that. But this is, of course, fortified, so it's very easy to heal through that and prep for it. I didn't do much damage there because I was just kind of freaking out about the healing. And I feel a bit self-conscious after the Mage having flamed me for not healing. Well, it wasn't really flaming. He was trying to call me out, but he hasn't kicked enough. He had up until that point where I told him to kick, he hadn't kicked at all. We're going to go ahead and give our tank Iron Bark because he doesn't seem to have anything. Either that or he has... No, he doesn't seem to have anything. Let's give him Life Bloom and Mage Life Bloom. I'm okay with not having Life Bloom on myself. I don't need it to tick faster all the time. A little curious why we're not grabbing this tree. This tree is like easy % right there, but I guess it doesn't make a big difference in the overall. It only gives like 0.69%, so I guess that doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna Sunfire, Moonfire this. Let's see, Tank and Mage can get that. Mage is gonna get a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to Swift Mend the Mage, Regrowth the Mage, Wild Growth soon. There we go. We're gonna even use Convoke in human form. That'll get a bunch of hots out, and there's 3 dots on this person. Let's get the Life Blooms out. Okay, Tank is kind of struggling. We're gonna give them the Trinket. I gave myself the Trinket. Good job, lad. Good job, lad. I hate having the Trinket on the button that I have it on, but I really don't have any more buttons left to use. I'm thinking about an MMO mouse, man. Healers are the only thing that can make me think about an MMO mouse, because you need to have all these healing buttons, and then you have the CC buttons, and then you have on top of that like DPS buttons, especially on Druid where you have the forms as well. It's just brutal, man. It's kind of brutal. We're going to give... Oh, I can't even give Iron Bark. Crap, my guy. Come on. Life Bloom. Oh, man. I didn't have Iron Bark just then, but the Druid seems to be, or the tank seems to be in a good shape right now, so we're not going to bother just yet. We have all of these hots now. Oh, man. I really wish I had Flourish right about now. Okay, let's get some trees out and let's get some cleaving done. Tank and Mage. I'm just gonna regrowth the Mage even though it has regrowth from the other thing. Rejuve on me. I'm gonna use Trinket on me this time with good reason because this thing was on me. I like subconsciously even moved out of that frontal, to be honest with you, because I didn't see it, but my brain seems to have processed it because I just started jumping and moving to the right, and that's funny as hell. We Cenarian Ward on the tank, that way he stays nice and safe. Some bleeds on the Mage. Let's put Life Bloom on the Mage. I'm trying my hardest to get to this guy. Okay, let's give him Iron Bark. He used the big old shield. That'll actually improve the effectiveness of that shield, to be honest, so he'll get more out of it because he'll take less damage while having an Absorb shield, so his health is even safer. For fortified runs, I really should have the stupid little cauldron thing. Paladins didn't bother cleansing any of the thingy things with the stuffy stuff. What are they called? My brain's not processing right now. The diseases from the totem. The totem's dying very quick, but it did go through. We're gonna drop some trees, start putting out regrowths. There we go. Tank gets this, and we're going to Convoke. Okay, the diseases are being cleansed this time around. The diseases are being cleansed. Maybe they were cleansed last time as well. I just didn't catch it. That's my bad if that was the case. Let's put this back down over there. Life Blooms on different people, because the mage is just, I'm just scared for the Mage. I don't want the Mage to have a horrible time with me healing. I would feel bad about that, but at the same time, when you don't kick the thing that's killing you, and you flame the healer for not healing you, when you get one-tapped by spells, that's not on the healer. That's just not on the healer. I'm sorry. Oh man. Okay, well, we have 3 stacks of the bleed. Oh, I just got hit by something real bad. We're going to use a bark skin here, use some trees, Life Bloom on myself to keep myself healthy. I am very, very surprised that I survived getting hit by that frontal, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know how I did, but I'm glad I did. I'm starting to run a little bit low on the mana because I've just been spamming heals. Instead of doing like a little bit of DPS and whatnot, I've just been focusing on the heals. Because let's be real, the Paladin paladins do plenty of DPS. I don't need to be contributing to that, but if I can keep the mage alive, maybe he can actually do some damage too. Let's just keep him hotted, and the other paladin has 3 stacks of the thing. Yeah, there we go. They're all nice and hotted up now. It's weird, like you want to min-max it and you want to put regrowth on the people that don't have life bloom on them, but the people that don't have life bloom on them, they don't need the regrowth, right? So they're full. These 3 were full HP, so I just used regrowth on this person. I don't know. The reason you don't want to regrowth the person who has, all right, let's just use kitty cat form. There's really no damage that I need to be fighting here, so let's just convoke. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, like, if you have life bloom on someone and you use regrowth on somebody else, the regrowth dot gets, or hot gets applied to the people that have life bloom as well. So I'm just gonna put life bloom on this person and myself, I guess. I'll keep the hot ticking faster. I should have reapplied rip just there, but no big deal. I'm just gonna go out of cat form so I can get rid of that snare, because when you shapeshift, you lose all snares. Tank's very tanky. Who'd have thunk it? The reason I say it is because I didn't have to do anything while he was in the stomach of Tree Mouth. It's a weird name, Tree Mouth, when you think about it. Like, is his mouth a tree, or is he a tree that has a mouth? But the way it's like the way it says it, you would think. I'm channeling convoke because I tried to go into travel form. Not travel form, but mount form. I just convoked literally nothing. Just absolutely nothing. Pure nothingness is what I convoked there. All right, I put out Sunfire, Moonfire. Now we're going to go Kitty Cat form, use that Adaptive Swarm, keep it rolling, and use one of the stacks of the Grove Guardians just to make use of it, but there's really not much of a reason to. Like, there is no damage that happens here unless people stand in the breath, which they might. Mage is opting for the outrange it option, which is you can just stand far enough away and the stink breath won't hit you. Like, I think max cast range actually just makes you completely avoid it. Sent out some hots on the tank so we can take care of his health pool while we travel to the next group that we're going to pull. I'm not sure if we're pulling this patrol or if we're just going to skip it. I'm hoping we didn't pull little trash back there because there was a paladin. Okay, we are pulling it. So let's just give Iron Bark to our tank here and give him life bloom and make those hots tick faster. Okay, tank's extremely safe now. We're even going to give him wild growth. Paladin needs to be potted up a bit. Let's relocate these. The annoying thing is, in order to keep my what's this thing called, my wild charge, I opted to drop the AoE part, the improved Sunfire, that makes it fly to everything, and I'm really annoyed at it right now. I need to figure out like something I can drop to get that back, because this is painful. Also, I recently learned that what you can do is you can cast what's it called, regrowth in Boomkin form. I didn't know that until like recently. Speaking of which, let's just convoke in Boomkin form now. Convoke. Do we get a Starfall? We got a Starfall, dude. Massive. Let's do Starfire. Actually, I should probably just heal up the tank a little bit. Let's do a regrowth on the mage. Let's hot up the mage like crazy, because I got a feeling this mage is just going to walk into something and die constantly. Let's go Boomkin form again. I'll go out of Boomkin form by... Well, I manually did it, but I could have also just, what's it called? Just cast Life Bloom and it would have done it for me. So we apply these dots. Boomkin form. We're gonna Starfire because they're all stacked up. There's a trap on me. Oh, I tried to drop it on the hyena, but I failed to do so. It's no big deal though. Let's reapply Adaptive Swarm, and let's actually reapply these bad boys. Moonfire needs to get reapplied. I am moving out of the thingy, but it's no big deal. I'm getting freedom. Oh, okay. One of the paladin probably has me like on a macro or something to do the thing. Just gonna life bloom this paladin. Oh, the boss is already dead, right? Yeah, it's fortified, so the boss falls over quickly. I was gonna say I'm gonna life bloom the paladin because he was being focused by the hyenas. I didn't want to have to deal with that. I'm gonna knock this guy back just to get him closer to those mobs down there. There we go, because we can just pull all of those. Tank just used or no, he procced his cheat death frenzied regen, but let's just give him this. We have quite a bit of hots going out. That's very good, because when people get topped off after they get bitten by the little guys, the bleed goes away. So like I like the fact that I had a bunch of hots out going there. The War Scourge, we're going to soothe that. I'm gonna go big chicken form. We're going to Sunfire, Moonfire, and spam the bejesus out of Wrath. Okay, we're also going to send out this Adaptive Swarm, and now we spam thingy. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to summon you? Dude, I have no way of getting you. You know what? Hold on. Let me drop a passenger. Eject passenger. Can he reach? Okay, he made it up. He made it up on his own. Okay. We all went into like multi-people mounts to try and get the mage up out of the pit without them dying. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Even when I get flamed for healing, I don't turn to violence and being annoyed. Well, I am a little annoyed, but it wasn't flaming. I'm exaggerating here. Oh, tank, please don't do that to me. I'm gonna shadow meld this. We're going to knock this guy into the group. There we go. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I got one tapped by that because then get cleansed by a paladin and it got like it pulled out of me or whatever you want to call that. So when the rod hexers, is that safe? That is safe. It does look safe. Tank's dead. We need to res the tank. I need to move out of that as well. Tank's insta dead. Oh no. Oh no, I'm going to roar this. Can we do anything? No, I just go stand and shit and die. That was cleanse disease, please. It like one tapped me from 90% HP. I can't heal that. I needed to use a defensive there, but I panicked when I saw it on me and I saw people dying. Tank was getting a little low, I think. So I was just, I wasn't ready for that. I was hoping to get some cleanses out because the paladins have been cleansing diseases in different parts of the dungeon. This is where I needed kind of the most because when the rod hexer does they do a cast that basically it gets rid of your disease stack, but it does a crap ton of damage to you. And on fortified, even on tyrannical, it does a shit ton. And on fortified, it's, as you can see, pretty much a one tap. But if I had half a brain cell, I would have used my Bark Skin and probably survived. I don't know. Bark Skin is 20%. This is not a lot, but maybe Bark Skin bear form. I don't know. I'm not certain, so I can't say. But that's the only wipe we've had, and it's been a pretty smooth run so far. Hopefully the Rot Hexer doesn't murderize us. That was a big pull though. Here's the contagion. They have disease dispelled it. Very good. Why am I focusing on the collar? I wouldn't be able to tell you. We're just gonna knock the collar over there. We're gonna hot up the mage. Okay, tank needs a hot. This guy's gonna get roared, so we get rid of the swirlies. Tank's gonna get an iron fur. We're gonna drop in one of the trees. I thought there was a swirly underneath me, but there wasn't. Very nice, very nice, very smooth. Smooth gaming experience. There's an extra war scourge. It's probably gonna start spinning soon. We need to put life bloom on this tank. One of these. Tank keeps like yo-yoing. We're gonna soothe the war scourge so that people don't have to worry about positioning around that spinny boy. Beyblade is just a no-go here. Can't be having no Beyblades up in here. All right, it's just this guy now. Let's may as well go cat form. I haven't been using cat form much this dungeon. I've just been focusing on healing so much because the start of the dungeon was so bumpy with like the mage dying over and over again. And then the mage started kicking, believe it or not. And yeah, it's a lot smoother now. Looks like we have percent. We have Bloodlust coming up soon. That's good. Let's use this and this. By this and this, I mean we're going to use the Heart of the Wild, and then we're going to use Convoke to get a bunch of combo points right off the bat. Okay, this person had aggro, so we're going to try and heal them up really quick. That should be enough to heal them up. I trust my hots. I'm going to keep building up points on this. We're going to spend the points on the totem. We can reapply our rake on this. I need to get some kind of trackers for my rake and rip, just so I know when I need to reapply them. We do actually want to help the tank out a little bit with that healing thing, so he doesn't have to use Enraged Region for that. We're going to use a defensive here just to smooth that out. Wild Growth. Oh, okay. Everyone's at full HP, so I don't know why I Wild Growth, but hey, you know, it's better safe than sorry. Let's put it that way. Not many people standing in the thing, but that's okay. This is a high movement fight. I don't expect to get much value out of Efflorescence. Kind of need to use it on the totem whenever it drops, because that's kind of where the tank is going to keep it in like in a predictable sort of way. Let's reapply some knots. I used Convoke again. This boss fight is extremely boring even on Tyrannical. So actually on Tyrannical, it's even more boring than on Fortified because it's just such a long fight for no reason. All right, let's Wild Growth here. Oh, never mind. Boss is dead, so we are good. And that actually got me 2K. No way, dude. That's a lot of rating. 78 rating for just one run. Now I'm in 2021. That's crazy. It doesn't show here, but I am at that rating. If I go over to the Mythic Plus thing, yeah, there we go. And this is, I think, now my best run of the season so far. Yeah, that's my second 8. Thank you for the run. We'll grab the portal from the mage. The mage seems to be putting it out. There we go. It was a really smooth run. I was a little stressed out because the mage did really die a lot. And I think it's because people were kind of ignoring the Earthbolt casts, and the Earthbolt casts were absolutely destroying the mage. And there was also some Withering Bursts that went out on the mage, and those were no bueno. But yeah, the mage didn't really have many kicks up until the point where they died. And then they were like, can I get some sort of healing? And like, I am healing you a whole bunch. If you kick them, you won't get one shot, so then I can actually heal you. Oh, okay, something is going on here. Oh, okay, yeah, details is kind of broken, so we're just gonna leave that alone. Which reminds me, I should probably go and update my add-ons. It's been a hot minute since I did that. Opened up CurseForge. the Forge of Curses. This is where the curses are made. Warlocks frequent these places. There we go. That's a whole bunch of updates. We're going to do a quick reload, and yeah. Well, quick is relative because, you know, I just reloaded with a bunch of add-ons in Valdrakken. Oh, but that actually was relatively quick. Oh, wait. Did I get... Oh, when you get a new version, you lose all your data, apparently? That's a bum out. Or did I reset it? I don't actually know. What's changed? I don't care what's changed. Thank you, though. I appreciate the little update. Anyway, what was I going to do? I was going to check what key I got. Let me take a look here. Ruby Life Pool's 10. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. I just need to do Algeth'ar. I want to do Algeth'ar Academy because I haven't done it in a while and because it'll give me the most rating. And then we can get closer to 2.5k. But we have so many 5s that we can turn into 8s that we're going to get a good chunk of rating. I do also need to get all the portals, but I have a feeling I'll have an easier time doing that on Tyrannical than I will doing it on this week. Because, yeah, it's bolstering. And bolstering is hell. Bolstering is just such... I am so glad they're getting rid of that in the next season or the next expansion. It's going to be amazing. But what we can do now is we can go over to the vendors and we can get ourselves a piece of hero track tier piece gear. Did I say that right? I think I did. Anyway, we can... What are we going to get, actually? So the helmet will give me the helmet enchant thing. Like, I'll get more out of the helmet enchant by having a higher item level helmet. But this is already the same item level. So there's no reason for me to get the helmet. Oh, okay. Chest piece is at 4 out of 8. Shoulder is at 4 out of 8. I guess I should go for the chest piece. The chest piece gives the most stats, right? This is 794 intellect. This is 1059 at the same item level. So we're just going to go for the chest. Yeah, hero. Gotta make sure I'm not grabbing the one that is, whatchamacallit, it's PvP. Yeah, this one, the one on the right is PvP and the one on the left is PvE. So it's 3 out of 6. Yeah, let's grab that. That's a nice upgrade. It's a nice upgrade. 10 item level upgrade just there. And let's also enchant it before I forget. Lord knows I will. There we go. That's awesome. That's awesome. And now let's also change the transmog because I can't be seen walking around like that. I mean, Jesus, what would people say? Look at this guy with his uncoordinated transmog. Horrible, horrible, truly. But anyway, I'm going to try and get into an Algeth'ar group and I'll talk to you then. And here we go with the lovely Algeth'ar Academy. Let's see if I can do anything about the tank falling over when he gets to the battle axes, because the battle axes, I've seen many a tank fall to them. I've personally died to them. Not just on the Blood DK series, but even on my Druid, which I wouldn't expect to die to them on my Druid, but, you know, it happened. I'm going to go for the verse buff because I have so much verse that adding 5% more is actually, like, making more use of my verse, if that makes any sense. There's some math behind it that makes it make more sense, but I also like having 5% more damage reduction, which is great. So let's take a look here. Tanks going in. Let's hot them up. Warrior also seems to have some... ideas. Well, the other warrior, I guess. Oh, the paladin's here. Okay. Let's just give movement speed. Are we gonna grab more? I need to move out of this. Let's swift mend this guy. I can't save you, my friend. Like, you started hitting things a bit too hard, a bit too soon, instead of letting the tank group. We're gonna drop this over there. We're gonna wild growth. We're going to give this big thing to the tank. He's not using any defensives just yet, so I'm not going to pop anything of my own. If I see him starting to, like, drop in HP, that's when I'm going to actually hit him with my thingy. But we can actually go big chicken here. Let's go big chicken. I sent out a convoke. We're going to use Heart of the Wild, and then we're going to start spamming Starfire just for the damage. If I dot everything here, by the time I finish dotting, they're going to be dead. Let's just keep moving out of this thing so I don't get hit by it. Okay, I got hit by some of these guys. I should be fine. I don't know what the warrior is dying to. Oh, he pulled some extra friends for us to deal with here. Okay, warrior, you're just kind of goofing around now. You weren't paying attention to what you were pulling. That's okay. I'm going to life bloom myself here. Let's soothe this guy, reduce some of that damage being taken. I can't reach you, mage. There you are, mage. Okay, get out of the swirlies. The swirlies are death. Ooh, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, keep the life blooms rolling on myself and the tank for now. Tank seems to be very, very, very safe. He didn't use, well, just about anything. Although, for some reason, I'm not tracking shield wall. Why is that? That's kind of weird. Let's start soothing some of these guys. This guy is at 4 stacks and will live the longest, so I'll clear him. Just getting bonked by the skitterflies. Okay, I'm gonna drop this here and I'm going to drop a yoink back on him. By yoink back, I mean Ursol's Vortex. Hopefully that stops them. Let's soothe this guy. Reset his raging stacks. There we go. My guy, you're just dying to everything. This warrior's just having a really, really bad time. I'm so sorry, buddy, but that's kind of funny. He just gave up. He's not releasing this time. Let's give him a quick res and we should be able to keep going. My guy had a really, really bad time. He charges in, gets hit by a swirly. It's just so rough. All right. Let's put a... Oh, the tank is marked. Very good. Let's heal up our buddy here. There we go. We need to stay stacked. Let's put out our dots. Go kitty cat form. We're just going to convoke in kitty cat form. That should put a rake on it. There we go. That's 5 combo points as well from 0. My guy, you need to stack here with us. You need to stack here with us. I'm going to go to the right because the warrior was already there ahead of people. It ended up working out, but that was very, very silly of the warrior. I think he's just a little discombobulated now, having been, you know, murdered multiple times in a row. The group's doing great on the DPS front. I'm not too worried. I'm going to try and stay. I'm going to roar that because nope, not letting that go through. Let's hot up the mage and the tank. It's wild growth. Put some trees down. Let's start regrowthing. There we go. That's easy mode. That dot doesn't do much on fortified. We're gonna change form. I kind of spread this out in a bad way because entangling has a very bad habit of doing whatchamacallit, just happening every single time there's the thingy thing where you have to stack up, and it's really annoying. I'm gonna try and move over to the tank this time around because we're gonna get another germinate. People are again in kind of bad positions. They are moving over. That's good. I'll give movement speed. We just need to kill the boss now, I think. So let's put out a tree, pop this guy with a regrowth, and we should be fine now. There's really not much to do here, especially with me. I have the poison cleanse, so the tank is very, very safe. And yeah, that was pretty dang easy. It was a little bit messy, but pretty dang easy. Okay, cool. Pretty successful first pull. The warrior did kind of, well, I'm just gonna say they ate shit every single time they showed up because they were impatient. I get that they're an uptime spec, but when you still have all your stuff, you can kind of wait for the tank to do his setting up. Oh man, come on. Okay, I'll at least get my rake in before I go and hide for dear life. There we go. And then we'll get my convoke in because I want to do some big damn to this guy. Tank could use some love in here because he will get hit pretty hard by those tank busters. That Storm Slash does hurt quite a bit. Okay, we do have a tornado spawning on top of our heads, which is not great. We'll get our rake in. Moonfire, Sunfire. I risked it for the biscuit. I wanted to keep the dots rolling on the the big guy while I hid from the knockback. Tank seems to be doing quite well right now. Yeah, I don't need to use any more healing on them. They were great. This tank's amazing. Holy crap. Okay, I didn't actually show. It's not showing me. Where's my plugin? Okay, the plugin's not available after this update. That's so weird. I usually have a plugin here that I can check to see what the item level of the group is, and well, not the group, but like the people in the group and their rating and stuff. But right now it's just not working. Okay, anyway, let's hot up the tank because these bleeds that they get hit by from the little pecks from the eagles, they can actually stack up and start hurting pretty dang bad on fortified. Luckily, the tank doesn't seem to be affected by too many of them. I'm going to stack on top of the tank so that if anything comes for me, the tank can immediately just smack it in the face and just there's a little oh no. Dude, I got adaptive swarmed by the mobs. There was a little fly here on me that tried to take me out, man. What the heck? I got hit by the frontal because I was trying to avoid getting bit by whatever the hell just flew past my face. I'm just spamming Starfire here. This is how intense this pull is for me. But it's easy with a tank this good, man. This tank's just like his health bar is just not moving. He's keeping his active mitigation up. He's just doing everything right. And the group is kicking everything. That's always good. Like when you have these mobs and everyone, never mind. I just praised them that they were kicking everything and then a cast went through. I mean, come on now. Overall interrupts, there's one overall interrupt. I guess there's not much to interrupt on the first pull, but still. Soul Calibur cosplaying me from the first set of Brig Birds. Where he gets hit by it. Okay. Mage wants to grab that one that spawns in. Okay, I'll grab the other one that's almost as far away as that one, and I'll just yeet myself over and throw it. There's really not much for me to do here. I'm at pretty much full mana. I'll sit down and drink a little bit. Of course, that'll be immediately interrupted by a rude-ass bird. Well, is it the bird that sends out the fire? It kind of isn't. It's this goal of the searing blaze, or whatever. That's what does it. All right. We're going to keep a hot on the tank, or two, maybe, because that bleed from El Jefe actually hurts quite a bit. We're going to use this, and then we're going to convoke. And kitty cat. I don't want to talk about it. I do not want to talk about it. That was so stupid. I forgot that you get interrupted when the thingy comes through. So that's my bad. I shouldn't have convoked just then. I should have waited like a couple of seconds for the cast to go through and then use my convoke. But yeah, the Deafening Screech really doesn't do much here. There's 3 stacks of it though, and we only have 1 ball in the goal. I'm gonna go ahead and use these. Mage seems to have the same idea, so we'll go ahead and help the mage out. Oh no, there's only 2 stacks. Why did I read that as 3? Wait, I have 2, but other people have 3. How do I only have 2? Use the defensive here. How do I only have 2? What the heck? Res the paladin because this is the damage amp portion of the fight. That was so weird. I'm confused. What happened there? I didn't really pay attention. I was too busy being stupid. I'm quite good at that. Well, kitty cat form and convoke, I guess. I'm not going to get you screeched at right now. Okay, and rip and wild growth and rejuve everyone. Let's get the hots out on the tank and myself. I'll make these tick faster. Very good. Tank's gonna get big heals. Very good. Okay. Yeah, I feel very confused because some people had 3, I had 2. Maybe because they stood in the like too close to the boss, so they get like 2 stacks because it does have a circle around it. See this circle? Maybe if they stand in that, they get 2 stacks. I don't know. I needed to pre-hot there instead of explain what I was talking about, but oh well. I'm not hotting the tank right now because the tank kind of doesn't need it. I feel like they're safe. They've been taking very good care of themselves. And the bird is dead, so I was going to start pre-hotting for the screech now, but it didn't really happen. That's so weird. I don't know. For some people, they had 3 stacks. I had 2 stacks. It was, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If you know what happened, let me know in a comment or something, because I'm really confused. Probably I'll figure it out while editing, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, what I want to do here is big hots on the tank. Tank's ready. We're going to give them iron bark as well because we want the tank to be nice and safe here because that severing slash, I'm very scared of the tank just dying today to that. Okay, we're making it a small pull. I can respect it. I'm going to start like moon firing, slowly but surely moon firing everything. Okay, big guys coming in. I'm going to shadow meld that. There's the breath. Hopefully nobody gets hit by the breath. I would like it if nobody got hit by the breath, as I almost got hit by the breath. Give the shield to the mage. Mage kind of walked into the breath, it looked like. Let's regrowth this person. Vicious ambush on me again. I'm just gonna, yeah, I should have used my defensive before getting hit, maybe. That would have been a good idea. But let's use Convoke on this guy. Stormbolt went out on the scepter. I'm assuming that's the tank because yeah, maybe the other guy's not, you know, not doing the best job surviving and all that. Okay, Soul Caliber. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, the battle axe is still somehow alive. I didn't have a defensive to use there. Oh, I just hiccuped a little bit. But yeah, I didn't have a defensive to use there. I didn't have bark skin, I guess. It was really my only defensive. Although I can go bear form. Why don't I just go bear form? I keep forgetting that that's like a thing I can do. The scepter and the battle axe. First, we're gonna dot up those. Jeez, whatever, man. Okay, iron bark, our tank friend here yet again. Just keep them nice and safe. Nice and safe. Yeah, there we go. The battle axe, I'm very scared of the battle axes taking our tank out very quickly, so that's why I keep like giving the tank lots of defensives here. It's not that I don't trust the tank to perform well or anything like that. It's just that I straight up think these battle axes are bullshit. They do so much damage. The tank just avoided that by like just stepping away from them, which I respect. Let's give movement speed to our friends here. Tank wants to pull that, nothing else it seems. I'm just gonna stay back here and hopefully line of sight that. Yes, I did. Okay, I can just keep healing from over here. The breath won't reach me. Doesn't matter where the tank stands. The little guys can all kind of reach me. I'm just gonna cat form so I avoid that. And now we stand here. I'm going to shadow meld because I have aggro on this guy from healing. Okay, and now we can go back to being visible. Very good. Okay, vicious ambush is on the mage, but this thing won't go up to the mage. That's fine. Mage decided to use that rather than this. I felt safer using this because I was right next to it. Now I can go ahead and actually do a little bit of damage here. I'm just gonna rake these guys. There we go. Big guy is gonna die soon, so I'm just gonna not bother using rip on it. I'm just gonna use ferocious bite. Mage helped me out by stepping over there. That way I can come in, maybe do some kitty cat form DPS. Although I could have gone boomkin form. There's not much to heal here other than the little itty bitty charges that happen. I'm looking at whatever it is I need to interrupt. Okay, tank needs some saving. I should have been thinking about that rather than looking how to interrupt one little cast. Wild growth. Let's flourish and use convoke and human form. Just make sure that the group is nice and safe. Okay, tank is now seemingly safe. Regrowth this person. Put this down. Get those urgency heals out. I was a little flustered there. I should have been CCing as well. This one, I want to knock it. I don't want to have to. I could have dispelled that rather than knocked it. That would have been better to knock later on for like when there's multiple people. Whatever. I got a little flustered there because I panicked when I saw the tank dipping because I talked so much about keeping the tank safe and then I failed to do it. Like I didn't keep the tank safe like I wanted to. So that felt a little bit stupid. But it's okay. Do I have roar yet? No, I don't. I have the thingy that's gonna let me knock him back, but I don't have the knockback yet. Lay on hands went through. That's a little dramatic. Let's dispel that sleep. Probably could have done it a little bit quicker. I do it quickly. I don't know. I'm a little flustered now. So let's just roar, interrupt that Mystic Blast. Perfect. We have a knockback available for this. I'm just gonna dispel it rather than knock back. Somebody stunned it. One of the Paladin stunned it, it looked like. Very nice. And we're good to go. I don't know. I got a little bit confused there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't in the best headspace. Mana's looking good, so I don't need to sit down and drink now that I have some idle time before the tanks or boss spawns in. I keep calling bosses tanks and tanks bosses. It's kind of weird. We have, okay, we have, what's this thing called? Bloodlust. The lust for blood is taking us over. Yes, very good. We're just going to dispel the tank because he's going to get 2 stacks of that, and we don't want the tank to have to deal with that nonsense, so we're just going to get rid of that for them. Very nice. Now we're going to do this and convoke. I'm probably going to get a mana bomb here. I did not get a mana bomb. Okay. The Paladin decided to grab another one before his debuff expired, which is not great, so I'll dispel the Paladin, and then I'll look to do something with the tank here in a second. Actually, he only has 1 stack, so I'm just going to let the tank chill over there. Put one of these down. Make sure I avoid the swirlies. I've died to these in the previous run of this dungeon that I did on this character, so I don't want to have that happen again. Tank's doing fine. Mana bombs on me. I'm just going to use a defensive. I don't want to get hit by another one of these. Tank seems to have taken care of it. Okay. Let's put the life blooms back out. One of these bad boys. Just regrowth the wrong person, but it's whatever. Arcane orbs are coming through. I'm just going to flourish. Mana bombs on me. And boss is dead. Doesn't matter. Flourished a little bit for nothing, but it worked out. Kept people safe. I didn't know if there was going to be some bullshit damage that came in there. I wasn't paying attention to the actual countdowns of the abilities, which is what I should have done. I just kind of panic flourished for no particular reason. Let's give the tank a nice big Iron Bark and a Cenarian Ward. I'm getting hit by something. Mystic Blast interrupted by Shockwave and one of those. We're going to try and roar this. Our Paladin friend is taking quite a bit of damage. We'll just take quick care of that. I need my trees out. I need to just have trees out all the time and not just when I like randomly remember them. And also I need to put down Efflorescence. There's just so much shit I'm not using. There's just so many buttons to press on this class. It's kind of annoying. Oh man. Okay, like big chicken time. Let's go. Boom boom. Do we get Starfall? There's no Starfall. Why didn't I? There's so many targets. Why didn't you Starfall? Game sucks. I don't know why I just regrowth the tank, but I guess because I could. Oh well. That was disappointing, man. I was really looking forward to this Starfall. Let's see how big of a pull the tank does here. I think he's going to pull like the first 3 groups and then position on the stairs, because that's kind of been the MO of the tank. He hasn't pulled like everything you can pull in an area. He's been keeping it pretty safe, and I can respect that. Like, I appreciate that. That's much better for pugs, honestly. I'm kind of ruthless when it comes to tanking, and I just pull kind of everything that I can possibly pull most of the time, unless I'm playing Blood DK apparently, because then I'm just kind of a wuss because I'm scared to die. Paladin's going to get the other life bloom. Let's regrowth this. Put down the Efflorescence, get the life bloom back up. Arcane missiles, I don't really care about those. We have Big Chicken moment coming up. So Big Chicken convoke. Do we get a Starfall? Do we get a Starfall? Do we get it? Where are the Starfalls, dude? Did they patch out the Starfalls or something? Let's roar here to save our friend the tank, who was standing in the middle of all that. Whew, that was some nonsense, my friend. Let's give them big heals. This is the first time I've seen the tank's health bar really plummet. I think he might have dropped. No, I think he was just standing in 3. Okay, he's gonna go inside. I give you movement speed, friend. Go, quickly. Okay, that got interrupted. I'm going to... I don't want to knock it. Tank is going to get big heals. Going to give shield to my friend here. They need to use CC. I'm going to go cat form, and I'm going to do bear roar now. I'm going to put this down, and when I see more cast bars, I'm going to go ahead and knock back. There we go. They didn't even get pushed far enough away to trigger the thingy. Need to put down Efflorescence. Efflorescence should be the first thing on my checklist, honestly. I don't know why I failed to do that. My friend is running over my face with those bombs. You should be putting those bombs on top of the mobs, but that's okay. I respect it. Like, they're trying to keep people safe. And I'll say no to that. I'm gonna do a roar here and a bit of a regrowth. I've been keeping these 2 safe with life blooms because they've been taking the most damage. Somehow the Paladin is closest, which I find confusing, but yeah, let's give everyone roar. I'll go stealth mode so I can rake into rip into convoke. There we go. Tank is moving her to the entrance. That's cool. All right, let's put down one of these. Never mind, we're moving more. That's okay. We'll put this down again. I'll just step away from everyone and we'll get these back out. I don't have roar because I just used it while we were getting in here. I may as well put Cenarian Ward on the tank. And let's get our rip and rake out back again. Okay, Mage just stood in the breath. That's not great. He likes me for the bombs. That's also not great. We do have our lovely tree form, so we're just going to regrowth the crap out of everyone. I don't have roar just yet. Again, let's try and reapply our life bloom. Tank and me, I guess. I don't know. Energy bomb. That's the third energy bomb on me. Let's just step over here. We're going to use a bark skin because it's going to explode, do a bunch of damage. There we go. The portals are still stacked, so we still expect the orbs to come from the same direction. Put adaptive swarm on the boss. We're going to use, what was this thing called? Heart of the Wild to do rip. There's a portal right on top of the boss. I'm not a huge fan of that. We're convoking full combo points. Also not a huge fan of that. I'll put some trees out and try to do some DPS just now because 3 trees should be able to heal all these guys up to full. There's the breath. Hopefully nobody stands in it. Get the adaptive swarm out. Get another bite. Need to get a rake in. Sunfire, Moonfire. This person's getting absolutely demolished. Not a huge fan of that. Do I have a Swiftman? I don't have a Swiftman. I'm getting hit by stuff because I'm standing over here looking at health bars instead of actually... My guy, can you... Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, shield. Big shield. Big shield. We good. It actually gives you so much time before the bomb goes off that it's actually kind of chill. Okay, I got a platinum star band. I don't care. I'm gonna ask if anyone wants it because I don't need that. We got 113 rating from that. That's kind of crazy, dude. That's kind of crazy. See you around. Thank you for the run. Nobody really asked for the ring, so I'm just gonna peace out. We do have a mage, but I'm just gonna Hearthstone because I think this is the end of my adventure today. Unless I got a key I really want to do. We'll see. I just need to finish my Hearthstone cast. I don't know if I did amazingly well. I feel like I did well enough. I used Iron for a whole bunch of times, except for the one time where it felt like the tank needed it the most, which was the pull before. One of the 2 pulls before, the first of 2 pulls before Veximus, which is where there's 2 battle axes. The tank actually pulled the 2 groups on the side, and those groups each have a battle axe. And while he was moving from the right group, which he pulled first, to the left group, this is how I remember it. On footage, it might be different, but this is how I remember it. When he pulled the first group on the right, he started moving towards the left group to pull both of them. He kind of got battle axed in the back, and that's what made him dip low. That was the first time I saw the actual bleed effect on him, but I hit him with everything that I could at that point in time think of. I say think of because there's so many ways I can add HOTS and stuff to a person that I just can't think of all of them in the moment, especially when commentating. Honestly, I play so much worse when commentating. It's not even funny. But I'm looking forward to be able to farm some aspect crests like out of whatchamacallit, outside of recording, because it's going to just allow me to gear up quite a bit more. And I also kind of want to try and just spam Azure Vault so that I can get the stupid trinket, because that trinket is going to make a huge difference to my damage. I did 61k damage overall. Most of it is Moonfire and then the trinket, which does, like, it looks like it did a good chunk, but I just didn't do much damage, so that's why this thing looks so much more powerful than it is. And of course it is Fortified Week, where I will do less damage overall because I don't do as much AoE damage as I do single target damage. One thing that I'm thinking about is dropping Rip and going into improved Sunfire for the trash for this week. What I really should do is drop Wild Charge or Ursol's Vortex, but Ursol's Vortex has some really good uses when you remember to use it, which I don't really do. But yeah, I'm thinking about changing something over here so that I can actually get my hands on improved Sunfire. I think I might just drop Rip. But Rip is so much damage on the boss fights. Let me take a look at some boss fights. Like the Dargosa boss fight, Rip did so much. Look at that. 83k DPS because Rip did a whole bunch of damage. And then maybe on, I don't think I did all that much damage on Veximus. I was mostly focused on healing. Yeah, Moonfire did more than Rip there, which is kind of crazy. But I guess I just didn't really use much Rip. But anyway, Rip is valuable on boss fights, but considering that it is whatchamacallit, Fortified Week, I might just care less about the boss fights and try to get more damage out of my Sunfire. Because yeah, Sunfire doesn't even show up in my overall because I have to apply it individually when I don't have improved Sunfire, so maybe it's not even worth really using all that much. It does 92k damage over 18 seconds and Moonfire does 142k damage over 18 seconds, but Sunfire is AoE, so it's easier to apply to everything. Let's say it's a 10 mob pull, that's almost 1 million damage over 18 seconds. I think I should use it. Honestly, I think I should use it. I just need to figure out what to drop. I really don't want to drop Wild Charge. I really, you know what? Well, let's try playing without Ursul's Vortex. I guarantee you there's going to be a moment where I'm going to be like, I'm going to drop Ursul's Vortex and I'm going to knock them back. They'll get pulled back and then I'll knock them back and realize that I never put down Ursul's Vortex because I just don't have it. Or I'll be there confused trying to figure out why the little green circle for where you place it is not showing up. I don't know, man. On a dungeon by dungeon basis, I could also get rid of Improved Nature's Cure to get it, but remembering to change my talents between dungeons is something that I'm horrible at because honestly, I don't know. I have ADHD, dude. It's hard to remember. Hard to remember. But yeah, let's just do that and we can rock and roll with the improved Sunfire. It'll be great. Anyway, I said while I was on the loading screen that I'm going to check what key I got. No, I had Ruby Life Pools. Why did I think I would get a key? Why am I... What? It wasn't my key. The key wasn't going to change. I have 10 Ruby Life Pools. I guess that's something to do in the next episode because for this one, I'm all tuckered out. I gotta get some of this editing done. It's 7:20 p.m. and I have to edit through 2 dungeons. I don't think this is going to be a Friday video. If you're watching this on the day it went live, you're watching this on Saturday because I just don't have time. Taking that into account, I think I'm going to do another dungeon, but I'm not going to do a 10. I'm going to take a short break and then I'm going to do another 8. Maybe I do an 8 Nokhud Offensive and torture myself with the birds. And here we go with a Nokhud Offensive +8, I think it said. I mean, it was +8 what it said, and I'm just hoping that it is a +8. I keep saying this every time at the start of the run, that like, I hope it is what it said it was, excuse the hiccup, because it did happen to me one time that I tried to join a 10 and it ended up being an 11, which worked out in my favor because we did time that key. But yeah, it was a little bit rough. Now we're looking to see if we're going to double pull here. Doesn't look like it. Very good. We have the best tank in the game right now, which is VDH, because they can just yoink everything together. I'm looking for Rally the Clan. We want to interrupt that. Hopefully that gets interrupted. Give big shields to the Warlock and give big heals to this person. Okay, that was a little bit scary there for a second, but we got this covered. We're going to... Oh, I got Lay on Hands. Thank you, Paladin. Wild Growth. Rejuve myself and do this. And what do? Okay, I give myself big hot. I'm getting charged by all the guys because I'm deliberately standing all the way back there. I could have just used more trees. Just use more trees, Vlad. Duh. It's more trees. More trees is more good. Let's give Life Bloom to the tank again. And let's give them Iron Bark because they're jumping in and not using Demon Spikes. So I'm kind of scared for their health. There we go. They use Demon Spikes. Rally the Clan is coming through. We're going to knock these guys back. Keep them all grouped up. I'm again standing far away. I don't have... see, I already feel the pain. I don't have Yoink Back. And without Yoink Back, I can't stop the guys from just leaping to me. I'm getting targeted by all the big shooty shoots, and that doesn't feel great. But it does seem like the group is just about done with this pull, so I'm quite happy with this situation that we have going on right now. Okay, as long as I don't fall over from the charges, I should be just fine. I've bloomed them and myself, and that should be fine. Okay, Lance Master is the only thing left alive. Let's yeet ourselves in there, get a little bit of scratchy scratch going. We'll do Adaptive Swarm on him, and hopefully we get 2 Adaptive Swarms out of it, because it has a 60% chance of going and splitting up on us. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stand over here. I'm going to use Bark Skin, because I'm going to get charged soon, because I'm the furthest person away. Let's put out big hots on myself. Swift Mend. We have Tree Form. I got bopped. Oh, wow. Okay, nice. I just used absolutely everything on myself, and then I got bopped. Thank you. This Paladin's great. What the heck? I got Lay on Hands, I think, and then did I get Lay on Hands? I can't remember now. I'm a little confused. I'm a little confuddled, but we good, though. Hopefully people kick that. They did kick that. I'm getting, like, shot by something, so I don't feel great about that, but we have 3 charges of this left. I'm getting bled. Oh, no. We're going to Swift Mend yet again. Keep myself nice and hotted up. Regrowths are going. We're going to try and move over there real quick, give Iron Bark to our tank, regrowth this person. We're gonna move our Life Bloom onto them and just keep them nice and safe. Okay, lots of things on the checklist of heals that I can be putting out. We're just gonna stand over here. I'm gonna get charged. I'll put this thing on me. That should keep me nice and safe. That should be plenty. Very nice. Life Bloom, tank, and myself, or myself and then the tank. That's what I did, but yeah. Okay, I'm just looking like I'm just healing here, right? The group can take care of the DPS. It's a fortified run, so I don't expect to get as much DPS in during the trash, of course, because the enemies actually really hurt, especially this little War Spear guy. He's going to charge again, and it's going to be onto me. Can I knock him? I can't stop it. Oh, actually, the knock did kind of stop it. He reached me, but he didn't do the dot on me. I don't have Iron Bark to give to the tank, but we're going to go ahead and give him the big old Cenarian's Ward, or Cenarian Ward, whatever. Let's put Efflorescence down there, Adaptive Swarm out. People did CC that. Very nice. We have the AoE Starfire. Let's actually use it now. Shots going out onto the Warlock. That's fine. I'm getting hit by the charge because I'm intentionally standing the furthest away because I can just focus on my health. I will notice that I have the bleed, right? While I might not notice if it's on somebody else. Okay, that's pretty much it for this pull. Once we finish up this pull, we also have the boss coming in. I'm just going to charge over to the paladin so that I don't have to move out of that. It could have also shown shape-shifted, but here we are. That's what we ended up doing. Cool. Hot on the tank and myself. I don't expect to really have to do anything here. I'm going to stealth so that I can get the extra damage from the rake. We're going to rip and then convoke to get a bunch of combo points. And then we're going to go ahead and use a ferocious bite on this guy. Another ferocious bite on this guy. Let's cast wild growth at the boss. Let's get these out. Oh, I need to get over there and I need to activate the lance or dragon killer lance. Somebody commented that that's not a lance. That's like a what did they say? It's something else, right? But and I agree, lances are handheld, so it doesn't make sense to call these handheld, like these things, lances. But it's called the Dragon Killer Lance, and I don't know why it's called the Dragon Killer Lance. It just is. And I agree, it shouldn't be called a lance. A lance is handheld. A Dragon Killer Spear, maybe, or a Dragon Killer Bolt. Technically, it's a bolt, like a ballista bolt. So, yeah, anyway. Let's activate this bad boy to prevent more preventable damage. There we go. The Shards of Stone getting interrupted. That's perfect. Keep this going. Got up the tank with my caster abilities. And let's convoke in kitty cat form. Let's do a rip. Don't actually have a rake on the boss. Oh, that's a second line. That's a lot of debuffs that I have on this guy. Okay, Shards of Stone going out. We're going to just send out 3 trees here and have them deal with it, honestly. I'm going to go over to the Dragon Killer Lance. I'm losing my voice because this is the 3rd dungeon I'm doing in the span of like an hour and a half. Oh, that's the boss dead. Cool. I didn't even realize, but that's nice. But yeah, the Lance does 5% of the boss's health, no matter if it's tyrannical or fortified. So yeah, if I had paid more attention, I would have known that I could have like one-shotted the boss if I had let the DPS just keep DPSing a little bit more. Then I might not have interrupted the Shards of Stone and I would have had to heal a little bit while traveling, and I don't like that. It's hard to heal while traveling, and maybe people would have healed up on their way. Does not matter. We are going to go for Waterfall, it looks like. Tank seems to have cooldowns. I'm going to go ahead and land like this. Life Bloom the tank. Tank used Metamorphosis. Okay. I'm looking at the Storm Speaker. I'm going to roar when he does Tempest. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. I'm getting absolutely blasted. I'm going to convoke in human form, and then we're going to do some regrowths. Would really appreciate it if people actually use their interrupts on the big guy. Maybe the tank is not the perfect target for thingy thing. Please kick the Stormbolt. We have 2 kicks up. Nobody's kicking the Stormbolt. People are going to die from not kicking the Stormbolt. I can guarantee that. Okay, let's Swift Mend. Stormbolt's going out on the Hunter. We're going to give the Hunter regrowth and a rejuve and another regrowth. I'm instant casting regrowths right now because tree form. Okay, Hunter and myself will get the thingy things because we're getting hit by the Stormbolts the most, and we're also the squishiest. So when we get hit by Stormbolts, we feel it the most. I'm going to go stealth mode here. I need to go cat form and then stealth, and we're going to rake the Storm Speaker so I can rip him as well. Let's drop this. Let's give tank a nice big old Iron Fur. I am still looking at the Storm Speaker. Let's Swiftmend this guy. Storm Speaker interrupted by Roar. Very good. Now we can move the Swiftmends around to where I want them. Let's get the Storm Speaker with one of these. I'm going to go chicken form and big convoke. Okay. Oh, we got a Starfall on 3 targets, but we don't get one at 6. Okay, I see how it is. This game's just trolling me. These bolts going out are really, really painful. I really hope people start kicking those. Maybe they've been kicking them a bunch, but I just haven't been noticing it. I don't know. It's rough. It's rough, man. Let's give tank big heals here because he's going to struggle to, well, there's a lot of magic damage, but it is a Demon Hunter. I don't know how well they deal with magic damage. I genuinely don't know. I haven't really played much with Demon Hunters. Honestly, this is one of the few ones I've seen. So it's kind of weird that they're the... I'm just going to Shadow Meld that. I don't need to get hit by that. Screw that. I may as well use it. There's not much else I can use it on. Chain Lightning's going out again. I'll just use the defensive here. I know I'm going to get hit by it pretty hard, so I just don't want to have to deal with that. Again, I said I would keep the Life Bloom on our friend the Hunter because he is the squishiest along with me. I think this is a Demonology Warlock. Is it a Demonology? No, it's a Destruction Warlock. Do they also stack verse? Do they? I have no idea. No, they don't seem to. I have no idea. I know that Demonology stacks verse, and whenever a class stacks verse, you can kind of expect them to be a bit beefier because of the verse. Well, let's Life Bloom into... That was a I'm calling a lot of things Life Bloom. Anyway, looking at the Storm Speaker, I got to focus on that. I don't care about this spell. I want to interrupt the Tempest. The Tempest needs to get interrupted. There's the Tempest. Now I need to... Oh, I'm going to get hit by it. That's fine. I'd rather I get hit by it than the Hunter who I couldn't get up in time. I was focusing so hard on the Tempest interrupt that I almost let some people die, and that's not great. I'm going to get hit by another one of these, so I'm going to use a defensive. People are just not kicking it. We have 2 people that have an interrupt up and nothing else to kick but this, and they don't kick it. Please kick the Storm Bolts. They really hurt. It's fortified, my man. It's these casts that hurt the most. Well, I'm at 83% mana, so I guess it's not that bad. I'm not having to spam like ridiculously or anything like that. We still have one more group remaining. We'd go cat form into stealth, and then we're going to empowered rake on this person. They're going to blast me immediately with some damage. Oh shit, that was that was a lot of damage. I was not expecting that. All right, let's wild growth here. And how is the Paladin taking that much damage? I guess he got hit by multiple things at the same time. The Arc Blades have like a little, it'll deal damage to whoever's close to the tank, right? There's like a little arc that it does. I'm gonna get hit again, but I don't have any sort of defensive, so I'm just gonna have to recover from it with a Swift Mend into regrowth on the tank. Why did I regrowth the tank? I should have wild growth. Actually, I should have just DPS'd is what I should have done and kept the buff from the Swift Mend. But it's whatever. We're almost done here. Tank's taking quite a bit of damage. Let's give him a life balloon. Let's keep him nice and hotted up. The arc blades are really, really painful. Like, they hurt a lot. That arcing blade thing hits like a truck. That killed me on my tank a few times. On the Blood DK, who's very susceptible to that kind of thing. I can't stealth, but I can still rake. I don't know. Yeah, we used Bloodlust on the first boss, it looks like, or maybe first pull. Hopefully somebody has a way to remove that buff. Trank Shot can actually remove it. Let's wild growths. Okay, I wanted to pick those up, but I wasn't able to. But that's okay. Let's just get these hots out. That should keep everyone nice and healthy. Yeah, I feel like we're in a good spot. Electrical Storm's coming out. Let's get these rejuves out, get a couple of trees out. And we have life blooms that we need to reapply. Let me collect these. Swiftmend this guy. That gives me tree form. We can just keep casting Swiftmends, or not Swiftmends, sorry, regrowths and rejuves. And we good. Okay, nice. Nice and smooth. And then we're going to get hit by this. We're going to just... I can't Swiftmend, but it's okay. We're going to Flourish here. That should get everyone back up to full. Let's Life Bloom the Hunter and this. By this, I mean me. This. What the heck, man? Okay. Well, I'm gonna yoink that. I kind of want it as the healer. It's not a big deal if I can't get it, but let's let people at least collect some. Okay, let's get these back out. Tank's taking a beating here. A little bit weird, but okay. Of all the people, I would expect the tank to be kind of healthy here. Get some rejuves out. Collect one of these. 2 of these. Very nice. 5 stacks at the moment. Trank Shot should go out to get rid of that surging thing, but it's okay. Lightning Strike going out yet again. Let's get some rejuves out for when the shit hits the fan as a pre-hot, and then we do these nice, beautiful regrowths that cleave thanks to our clear casting. Let's reapply these. There's going to be another electrical storm, so let's rejuve ahead of time. Let's get some trees out, and we have 2 stacks of clear casting, so we just cleave like crazy here. Let's flourish, and that should keep everyone nice and safe. I'm actually going to go cat form and convoke on the boss right now because he's just dead, and flourish keeps us alive. I feel so confident sometimes, like when I'm like preparing for the damage and shit, instead of trying to get a bit of damage in, it feels really, really nice because like I can really get everything set up, and ooh, it's just beautiful. And flourish is super powerful. Like, from reading it, you wouldn't think that's the case, but 25% hot rate and extending it by 6 seconds, pretty crazy. Okay, the tank landed over there. Okay, we're going to land like this. Deathbolt volley coming through. I'm going to knock this because I don't want that thing to finish casting. Somebody else take care of the other one. I did let the knock go through, or I did the knock, even though it's not ideal for the caster guy. What's his name? The warlock. Jesus Christ, that took forever for me to try and think of. It feels so stupid. Yeah, oh, we have the triple birds coming in now. We're going to shadow meld. That was probably unnecessary. Tank did get aggro. I'm just looking for the Ahunas. There's one. I have a roar still available. Rotting wind coming through. We're going to roar that one. I have a knock. We're going to knock. Oh, that was not the thing I needed to knock. I feel so stupid now. I saw a cast and I thought that's the last Ahuna cast, but it's not. Let's go cat form and pick this up. I know somebody was probably annoyed with me not picking that up immediately, but I don't care about my damage. It just nerfs your damage. That's all. Like, I really don't give a shit about my damage. It's annoying sometimes when I want to do damage, but unfortified with the Ahunas around, around, I don't feel like doing damage. I feel like staring at health bars and making sure that the cast doesn't go through. We're gonna fly up into the air, and then we're gonna land on these guys. There we go. Paladin probably rep dagger, so he had the bubble. That's fine. Let's get some casts out of this. Efflorescence. This is my soul, I think. Okay, let's instant cast regrowth on this person. Let's get these rejuves rolling and flourish. That should keep everyone nice and safe. And now we just cast. Let's go chicken form and convoke. Chicken convoke. Big convoke. Come on. Give me Starfall. Starfall. Hell yeah. There's the bug again. I'm getting adaptive swarmed again. Speaking of which, I should probably reapply it. Damn, man. 25-second cooldown. For some reason, I thought it was a 30-second cooldown. I don't know if I have some kind of talent that's reducing it. Target's not in line of sight. What do you mean? He's right there. I can see him. But yeah, for some reason, I just thought it was a 30-second cooldown. But no, it's actually a 25-second cooldown. So you can have basically 100% uptime on it. The uptime's a little bit weird, though, because it's a dot and a hot, so the uptime might actually look like it's like 30% or whatever, but it's actually, considering that it's a dot, you what are we dragging these guys? What's going on here? Oh, the tank just decided to go to there's two casters here, my friend. That's kind of annoying, but we'll make it work. I just got blasted. Thank you for that lay on hands. Thank you so much. We'll give shield to this guy. This is so messy. I don't like this at all. We're going to convoke in human form, and then we're going to send out some trees just to recover. Looking good. It's life bloom again. Reapply those. I think I got hit by one of the circles, and I did not like that at all. Let's get some rejuves out. Let's flourish again. I'm standing in circles like an idiot, but this paladin is saving my life. Thank you, paladin. You are very much appreciated. I will try to. This corruptor is he spamming dots at us or something, or like not dots but things at us? Like, I'm feeling so stupid right now because I don't know where the damage is coming from. Am I standing in circles? Are people standing in circles? I didn't think I was in one. Probably, like, once I check the footage, I'll see that I was, and I'll feel stupid about it. But see, this corruptor, he finally got interrupted, so he wanted to go over to the group, but he was just standing there casting at us. I don't know if he casts at people other than the tank. If he does, that's kind of painful, having him just sniping us from the side, but I guess it's not a huge deal. Let's convoke in chicken form. Chicken convoke. Do we get Starfall? We got a Starfall. Okay, now we Sunfire. Yes. Okay, and we spam Starfire. There we go. We spam Starfire. We can send this out. We can also regrowth in chicken form without losing it. Yes, we stand in this. Very good. Send out the, ooh, my friend. You're gonna get an iron, not an iron fur, an iron bark, whatever. I can never remember if it's the fur or the bark. Or is it the bite? I don't know. I've heard that the bite is worse than the bark, but I've also heard that the bark is worse than the bite. But what about the fur? I sound like a crackhead sometimes, honestly. Like, I'm surprised you guys bother listening to me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a rake on this guy, and I guess let's set up some hots. Wild growth here, regrowth, and put this down and put one of these verdancies out. And okay, I'm not feeling this. This doesn't feel great. Wild growth. I don't want to chicken convoke. By the time I set up the healing and everything and got everyone back to full, I was basically, I couldn't chicken convoke anymore. That makes me sad. Big sadness for Big Chicken. Big Chicken has the big sad. All right, we go cat form and we stealth and we, I guess, rake one of these guys. Let's just rake everything. Screw it. Rake everything. You two. Put this on the Mystic. One of these down. Get out of that swirly. Give big hots to tank. Life bloom as well. I got out of that swirly and then I stepped back into it. I got a bop because the paladin's probably looking at me like, look at this moron just stepping into everything over and over again. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the care that I'm and love that I'm getting from this paladin. This paladin is my hero. He's so good. He's so good. Paladins that do this kind of stuff, that's the good shit. I'm just gonna convoke because I feel like everyone's taking a shit ton of damage. Keep the paladin safe. He keeps me safe. I keep him safe. Look at that. He probably ripped aggro, so he had to bubble to not die. That's okay. We're gonna just Starfire the Beast Caller. I'm a little surprised we pulled the Beast Caller. He's not great percent, but hey, you know, he keeps spawning in ads. Hopefully he doesn't manage to spawn here. Come on, die before you spawn. Perfect. Okay, we just activated this. We still need percent. Is the tank gonna go and pull more? It looks like the tank wants to go and pull more. We could do this for percent. Tank's going in. We're going to give him Iron Fur because he doesn't use Demon Spikes when jumping in, which is super scary, by the way, because these guys do extra physical damage. We're going to roar here to get the Ahuna. Let's drop that thing and give tank Cenarian Ward. That's what it's called. It's pre-hot people into a swift mend. The patrol is coming back up. See, this is where I would love to have the yoink back, because you could use the yoink back on them. It doesn't actually put them in combat with you. It's kind of like Ring of Peace that way. We have a lot of extra percent now. Tanks, oh no, the paladin's almost going down. Tank's now almost going down. You give big shield to tank, big hots to tank.
We managed to do some healing for the, what's it called, Paladin. Why am I casting regrowth on a full HP target? Nobody knows. If they're full HP, you rejuve. If they're missing HP, you regrowth. Simple as that. Really? Okay, I think that's kind of how it works. I don't know, man. I shouldn't really make any sort of claims about how the Resto Druid works because I'm not great. I'm just good enough to do these keys, and these are not ridiculously high keys. This is an 8. What's an 8, you know? 8's chill. It looks like it's now time. We're way over percent because we got the patrol. Usually when you want to pull this without the patrol, you grab them from here and you just drag them over here. Then the patrol can just come through and you don't have to do shit. There's a boss fight going on. Maybe I should go over there and join my team. Okay, let's life bloom these guys that are missing HP. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it at all. Whatever. I'm going to go cat form and we're going to do this and we're going to convoke. And are we stacking? Are we not stacking? We're kind of YOLOing it. I got lost in the sauce there for a second. My apologies. Like I should have been grouping the people up. This paladin is using so many words of glory on me. I feel bad. I think he's anxious. He's probably thinking, look at this dumbass healer. Keeps freaking eating shit, taking damage and not healing and then not stacking. Let's give movement speed to everyone. Where are we going over there? Okay, I can leap behind this guy or gal, I should say. And now we are going to hot everyone up. These guys are going to hit more, so I'm just going to give them... Oh, I really don't want to stand in that. Let's do this. One of these guys out. Okay, where do we go? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Okay, life bloom. The gale arrow is coming down in 2 seconds, so let's try and re-hot everyone. Put these down. Let's flourish. Okay, we managed to get that down. Get some trees down. Okay, kind of nervous there for a second. Actually shut up and try to heal. Let's convoke in kitty cat form. I jumped into an Ado. Which is now going backwards. Okay, I should probably not be healing right now, but let's just get that rip out and do this. And do I have movement speed? I don't, but I have travel form. We can do that. Let's give life blooms. And these repels coming out. People are trying to get back to these, so I'll just wild growth on top of the boss and hope for the best. We seem to be doing fine. Let's get these life blooms back out. Tank's doing fine in this fight. This is really not that rough for the tank. There are the brutalizes, but this tank's like super beefy. What item level? I'm still trying to use the little add-on thing that I used to have. It's just gone. I need to check if I broke something on details. But what item level does this person seem to be? I can't really. I'd guesstimate about... They're looking at like the higher end of 510s, 515s, something like that. So that's impressive, I guess. No wonder they're having an easy time in 8s. Like I see demon spikes at 2 stacks oftentimes, especially at the starts of pulls, and they're just not dying. So that either they're doing something I don't understand, or they're just really, really beefy and high item level. We gotta kill these guys. I can't really reset them because we're not at 100%. What you can do here is someone with like shadow meld or something can... I'm just gonna try and position these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna try and bait the charge. Okay, yeah, I managed to bait the charge over there in that direction. We're going to dash to the... Okay, the tank's over there. We're just going to try and keep the dash not on the... Like, there's not much to heal here unless people stand on the spear. Trying to keep the charge... Yeah, this tank doesn't really understand how the charge works. That's okay. It works in a really stupid way, so no wonder. The closest person gets charged, and it can be pretty messy. But what you want to do is you want to just get the Balara to charge into a wall and then just stack on the wall. Okay, I got charged. That's good. That's a good direction. Nothing else will get pulled there. I'm not really doing much here. I'm not DPSing or like healing much because there's, like I said, nothing to hear other than the spear hitting someone, which could have been me just there, but luckily I avoided it. Blood curdling scream. Where's the charge even going to? I need to just get away from this. I soothe that enrage that happens when one of them dies. It's gonna keep happening, but I can keep dispelling it every so often. I have tree form. Why is the tank taking so much damage? Holy crap, dude. I guess because of the enrage, maybe. I don't know. We're pulling the boss. That's fine. We're going to adaptive swarm. Drop this over here. People are positioning for the whatchamacallit, for the boss, for the little tactic with the pillar. So what you can do is when you get the little circle, you can stand behind the pillar and the boss will... Okay, the tank is not positioning for it. The tank's just kind of dragging the boss around. But you can see it'll stop at this and then nothing can get charged through. But if you tank him right here when he does the stampede, he basically doesn't move. I just stood there explaining that instead of actually healing anything, but you know, whatever. I'll just heal the tank a little bit here. It'll give him all the hots and dots and whatever. Or not dots, just hots, bro. You don't... What? What am I even saying? Let's go kitty cat form and reapply some dots. I went kitty cat form to get out of the slow. Okay, let's just reapply hots onto the tank. Verdancy thingy down. Efflorescence is what I mean. I need big hots now on the group. Need a tree out. Let's get these regrowths going on everyone. Reapply life bloom, flourish, and now we should be good. Big silences from the tank. We're going to roar in between these two to interrupt them. Get these regrowths back out. Knock this guy away. It's not great, I know, but we need to swift mend here. Paladin's taking care of people using his thing. Okay, that was rough. That took a while. We didn't use any sort of CC. We didn't Hunter Trap. We didn't Fear or anything. Usually you try to do those. We're going to activate our Heart of the Wild, and then we're going to Convoke to get a big dam. Let's get Life Bloom on the tank. Tank's taking quite a bit of damage here. That's okay. It's a Tank Buster heavy fight, actually. We have another Spear coming through. I'm going to give people movement speed right as we get here so we can get out of it more quickly. Try and get people up that are low. Make sure I keep dispelling the tank, and also make sure that I move out of these little swirlies, because the little swirlies will mess you up. Okay, I need a travel form to get out of there. Wild growth, defensive. I should use defensive before the slam came down. Put down more trees. Hunter's really far away. I'm struggling to get to the hunter. Dispelled this. I'm going to charge to the tank just so I can actually get away and closer to everyone else. There we go. And now we can hot up the tank again. We're gonna get, why are we going all the way over there? Okay, I don't have movement speed to give. That's fine. And boss is dead. Okay, cool. That was relatively smooth. Tank doesn't seem to know the little rock tactic because he kept tanking him around here. But yeah, thank you for the run. That was a really nice run. 41 rating just like that. These are cool. We got a bow and we got this is a good trinket. The Idol of Trampling Hooves is a really good trinket for M+ for any strength user and any strength DPS, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it was cool. Hopefully the Paladin gets some use out of it if they're not already using. I'm just giving the Paladin some praise. Let me show you what I wrote. He says Palaroll. Yeah, I wish all Paladins played like that. Like if that was implied. See you around. But yeah, they played really, really well. Like I would love to have Paladins like this in each and every single one of my runs because they would make it so much easier. They have the perfect toolkit to save your ass when you mess up, which is what I kept doing. I got multiple lay on hands. I got bopped multiple times. I got Word of Gloried from like no health to full health because of the extra healing that you get when someone's low. The lower they are, the more you heal, up to 100% more. So like Paladin, just it's amazing. That's why I love playing Red Paladin. It's not just because they just blast the DPS. Let's be honest. Paladins have been strong for 2 seasons now, Red Paladins. But when you can add on top of that all the utility they're able to do, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. There was even in the Brackenhide run, one of the Paladins gave me a bop when I had 3 stacks or something of the bleed. Absolutely saved my ass. I mean, I think I was prepping to heal myself and all that, or maybe I was panicking. I don't know what it was, but they bopped me, and it was like it's really cool to see stuff like that. That is utility. That is actually utility and helping out your team. But getting carried away here. I'm just jibber jabbing all the time. World quest? I don't care about that. That doesn't give me loot. It gives me rep. Who cares about rep? Anyway, we got some good rating today. 2,175 rating. We're getting close to the rating goal. I think once we get everything to 8, we're kind of gonna be there at 2.5k. I think I don't actually know. I'm gonna work on getting everything to an 8 this week, and then next week I'll try and get those 10s because then the trash. Honestly, trash is a lot easier a lot harder to heal than bosses because people disrespect trash mechanics a lot. Like they won't kick things, they won't CC big impactful abilities. So if I have to do 10s, I'd rather do them on Tyrannical. There are some bullshit bosses, like Oldemon bosses are just absolute pure bullshit, but at least I can expect the damage, right? It's very predictable damage unless people mess up mechanics, but that can happen anywhere at any time. So yeah, anyway, it's a lot easier to heal Tyrannical, I think, although it is a lot more boring because the trash is super easy most of the time and the bosses are sometimes hard, sometimes just take forever. Like last boss in Brackenhide, if the tank's positioning well, that boss is such a snooze fest. You just go from one side of the room to the other over and over again, chasing down the totems, and the boss fight takes forever. But yes, that was a long ramble. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let's actually take a look. I'm curious. I've been trying to use efflorescence more, like thinking about it sometimes. Yeah, look at that, 3.7%. That's just not enough. And also, I don't think I had great great uptime on my adaptive swarm. 35% offensive and defensive adaptive swarm, whereas I can't even see it. Yeah, I don't really see the uptime on the defensive side, but honestly, if it's so low on offensive, which usually is higher, it's pretty low on the defensive side. So yeah, it's just not. I'm not doing great on that front, but I am keeping people alive, and that's kind of what matters. I'm not doing it optimally. I'm not giving myself the most room to DPS, but honestly, it feels really, really bad to try and DPS in fortified. I don't know why. It's just I just have a hard time doing it. So maybe that's something I can improve on, but it just feels like I shouldn't be doing it. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting carried away with rambling about things. Editing Vlad is gonna kick my ass later. But yeah, I mean, look at these interrupts. This paladin was sick. Honestly, I'm gonna say it right now. 513 paladin kicking ass. 519. See, I said he was higher item level. It says 519 right here. 512 hunter and 518 destruction warlock. And I am 510. So I was the lowest item level, but that's okay. Cool. Anyway, I need to stop rambling. I'm like a crackhead right now. Just keep jibber jabbering all over the place. That is pretty much the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment down below. If you had fun, make sure you subscribe, because there's more jibber jabber and healing and all sorts of goodness coming in future episodes. If you're feeling particularly generous, you can become a channel member. Channel members have guaranteed replies to their comments, and they get nice little shout outs at the beginning of videos. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. A little super secret thing right here at the end where I do my little awkward message. How would you guys feel about checking out a second channel where I might be doing some Ark videos? Ark Survival Ascended. Would you like that? I've been playing the game a lot on the side while I'm just chilling, relaxing. I don't know. I'd kind of like to record some of that content. I could do a little challenging thing like no flyers. If that means anything to anyone, I'll be surprised.